So I'm talking about children medically transitioning and horrific stories about people having top surgery that died 2 years later. And all you can think about is what's going to happen to you at the airport when you're traveling because you don't present as a man. Like, this is exactly why Donald Trump won. This is exactly why the government finally stepped in and said, enough. You don't care about anything but yourself and your selfish agenda. I asked you about kids transitioning. I asked you about people who go through horrific botched surgery, and you're like, this is literally the only point you can ever bring up to me. You're like, go watch my repost. Like, what would I do at the airport? I don't care. I really don't care if you have a hard time at the airport. I truly don't care. You're an adult. Nobody has to live in your delusion. Thank you for proving my point perfectly. How selfish. Oh my God. I don't know, honey. Figure it out. Figure it out. There are way bigger issues in the world than the fact that you want to live as a woman. I don't know if somebody needs to tell you that. Does somebody need to tell you that? Gender isn't the center of reality. I don't know when it became that, but it's exhausting, it's nauseating, and your privilege is showing. Do you know what people from other parts of the world have to deal with, or not? I mean, I thank you for proving my points about the woke left and about how sick this all is. This video is for educational purposes only. TikTok. So you need Donald Trump to say that you are legally a woman so that you can move on with your life and be okay living as a woman? Is that what I'm hearing? You need everyone in the world to deny basic science so that you can live as a woman. Most people don't care what you live as, okay? But we are all done living in this delusional psychosis that gender isn't real and we don't know what biological sex is. And the average person is just tired. We're done, okay? It's not some personal thing. And you guys have shoved it down people's throats to the point that they had to make some really big government decisions. And if the government has to agree with you about your identity, then I think that you might need to think about that. If you can't just be okay, if you want to live as a woman, you're allowed to. It doesn't have you like nobody's taking that away from you. Yeah, maybe it doesn't say it on legal documents, but I'm so sorry. Like, you were born legally with a penis, so I don't know. You guys are acting like Donald Trump is this horrible person and he and Elon Musk are just gonna ruin the world while they're actually being transparent about our government for the first time ever. And you guys hate them so much, but all you want is the government's approval to go live how you want to live in a place where you actually get to live like this and you get to be free and you get to criticize the government. Like, we are so privileged here. It's nauseating. It's actually nauseating. Go somewhere where people are actually oppressed, please. If a piece of paperwork defines you as a person, there is a way deeper issue. If the government recognizing you as male now destroys who you are, what was that trans identity built on? Political identity? Again, I don't know you. I'm not trying to, like, invalidate you. I'm just going based off of comments. Like, truly, like, this is why people are so tired of this stuff. So you get to be who you are no matter how anybody else in the world feels. And I hope that you actually feel empowered to go do that instead of, like, praying that everyone else sees you as a woman. Like, who cares? You are a being all to your own, and you don't need other people to validate that. You get to be a good, beautiful person just because you are, despite your gender. You are so much more than that. Like, truly, you are so much more than that. Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts about the trans community and how this BS transgender movement actually has completely obliterated and hurt people who are actually transsexual. I support people who are transsexual and have a medical condition and actually have gender dysphoria. Yes, I support people who have that. What I don't support is this religious movement that has started that's actually a political identity that you guys have forced everyone to accept. And then you're hurting children, you don't accept people who are detransitioning, you act like complete cult members. Yeah, I have a big issue with a lot of people in the trans movement, but people in the transgender movement, there's a huge difference from what I have learned. I'm not a cis woman, I'm not a chest feeder, I'm not some glob of a person, I'm a woman. And I've never been more proud to be a woman. I can bring life into this world. I menstruate, I experience what it's like to actually be a woman. And it breaks my heart that there's this, like, erasure of what a woman is and there's this questioning of what a woman is. That's absolute insanity, and I'm not going to live in that psychosis. Other people can. I will not live in that psychosis, and I will not let other people abuse me because they don't want to own their own identity. Like, you can think